I'm Elisabeth.
And I'm Siri. And if you're new to Elfquest, you can follow our story by reading online at theelfquest.com. And if you like what you hear, remember to give us a rating and a review on your favorite podcast platform.
So today we're going to talk about Kings of the Broken Wheel, part 5 and 6. And in this episode, we get to see the biggest open sending yet. Ryek takes over Suntop's pain. Something happened to the magical abilities. T-Main helps them figure out the call. Kavi and Aurori is back. Ryek's ambitions is yet again getting out of hand. And it ends with the biggest cliffhanger yet.
And it was so hard to stop there. Like, if I wasn't hungry and I didn't need to make dinner, I would have kept reading because, oh my god, this ending.
It's insane.
Never imagine it like
Yeah.
something like that.
And I told you this was going to happen.
You know, earlier when we had this cliffhanger with the, when was it? When the trolls were attacking or something up in the mountain. We were like, oh my god, it's a hard part to stop at.
Mm-hmm.
This is harder. Like,
100
times harder.
Yeah. And I knew this was coming, and I've been warning you, like, you're gonna have to stop, even if it's really hard.
It's hard.
Yeah. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped.
Yeah, because I was hungry. So, yeah. I wouldn't have stopped otherwise. So, now, when they're landing on this new mountain and everything, they want to figure out who's the one crying out for help.
Yeah, who the strange elves are.
Yeah, so they're doing this open sending.
Mm-hmm.
And first I was thinking, how do they know if these elves can send?
Yeah.
Because go backs, they can send, but they are not as open as the wolf riders for it, as same as for the sun villagers.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe they're just like so in need of help, desperate for help, so their inner soul is kind of sending it. They don't mean to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, could be someone there, but they don't know how to receive and don't know how to send. It's just desperate need.
Yeah. That is absolutely a possibility, like the unknowing of who actually sent this and where it comes from.
Yeah.
And everyone looks exhausted after the send.
Yeah, is it that hard to send?
Well, this is a huge open sending, and I think it goes a lot of magic into being able to send like so widespread that it almost touches the whole world with this cry.
Yeah, I was more thinking like sending your thinking.
Yeah, kinda.
No one is thinking that hard that like sweat is starting to dripping down your face.
No, but at the same time this is using magic. So
True.
it probably drains them a little, but normal sending is so natural to them that they don't feel it. But when it's this huge, big open sending and everyone is putting so much into this open sending and calling for the elves out there to come, that they're there to help them, that they're kind of exhausted by the efforts.
True, that kind of makes sense though.
Yeah.
But it feels pretty silly.
Yeah, when thinking of how natural the sending seems to them, absolutely. Yeah. But it's probably because of the magic aspect in it.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense when they're trying to reach the whole land.
Yeah. They don't know how far out these elves are. They just know that they're somewhere around. So they have to spread it as far as they can.
But this cry for help, it's so hard for Suntop to handle. Like,
yeah, it's excruciating. And he's been hearing and feeling it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a kid.
In these pictures, I just feel the pain is like so much that his head is about to explode.
Yeah, and he can't stop hearing the call either. Like it's always there, like ringing in his mind.
Yeah, he's trying to run from it, but that doesn't help either.
No, because it's in your head, so
it will follow you.
You can't really run from something in your head.
Nope.
No. So something big actually happens.
If you think about who's doing this, yes.
Yeah.
If it would be Cutter, it's like, yes, everyday
Of
life
course it
kind of
would.
thing.
Like, this is not a big thing for Carter.
No.
He's so self-sacrificing that he would give everything and anything to help his child or anyone in his tribe, really.
Any elf.
Yeah. for
Or
a fact.
human sometimes too, or troll.
Yeah.
Like any living being,
Yeah,
as long as
he
it's not
would-
food.
He would give it all to help someone else.
Yeah.
So for Rayek,
It's mind blowing.
it's crazy. He offers to take on Santap's call and to carry it around so that Santa won't have to.
But let's be honest, he's not doing it for Suntop. He's doing it for Lita because Lita is suffering because her cub is suffering.
Yeah.
So,
He has a selfish thought in this, in I'm helping Lita and I want to help Lita because I want to get to her. But at the same time, he is actually helping a child.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And I love Ember's reaction when it's all done. It's like, oh, I love that you have your silly old head is back again. Like, he's
Yeah.
kind of mocking his. I don't know if they ever said who's older.
Ember is older. Santa
Okay, yeah.
waited for Ember to come first.
Okay.
Because the firstborn is going to be the chief.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
This like feels like she's mocking her little brother. Like,
yeah.
you're silly old goose. Like, I
Yeah.
missed you, but you're still annoying. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I'm glad you're back so I can annoy you a little bit more.
Yeah,
As
you're
well.
not sick anymore, so now you just wait.
Now you're gonna get to pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think it's quite funny that they are like rumbling through this big heap of furs to look for clothing that is not so colorful.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
When we got to this page, this image, when they're riding through and they're like a little like, why haven't anyone answered and all that,
Mhm.
I was like, it's Vinville.
Mhm.
She's the one sending out the cry because she is on this
Because
deserted
Vinville.
island. You know, she's all alone. She needs help, and she is powerful enough
Yeah.
to send this strong scream, whatever it is. Like, I don't think. Yeah, Vinville needs help to get off the island, but I don't think it's like a scream of help in that way that I've thought it was before.
But here comes the issue, though. If there is an elf that they've received a sending from before, they will know who sent it.
Fuck.
So if it was Wienerville, they would hear in the scream that it is Wienerville.
So it's like on your phone. If it's a strange number.
Kind of a caller ID thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's a strange number, you're like, I don't answer this. But it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's Elisabeth is calling. I answer this, you know, because
Yeah.
you saved,
Yeah.
saved the number.
Yeah. So it's kind of like they know who it comes from if it's someone they've received a sending from before.
Okay, makes sense.
And they all know who Wienerville is.
Yeah.
They've all
they've-
felt her sendings.
Yeah, because she's
So-
evil sending everyone, so she's kind
Yeah.
of fucked that up for herself. But
Yeah, they would always know it if it was her. They would
Yeah.
feel her magic in the sending and automatically know it was her. So she couldn't have been able to send this sending without putting her magic into someone else and them sending it with borrowing her magic, kind of.
makes sense though.
Yeah. They would know.
We get to know who's the one who sent out the cry,
Yeah.
but I was like, all the way until we figure out who it was. This is Wienerville. We even see Wienerville in some of the pictures.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Wienerville. No questions asked.
But the end of this page, we can see Strongbow like kind of freezing up, turning around, like he's seen something scary or heard something scary behind him.
Yeah, or I looked at it more as like, oh, there is something. I have to shoot it, and
Yeah, but
and
you
he
don't see that in
shoot
this
it right
picture.
away. No, you have to turn the page.
Yeah,
But like,
because
if
the
you
first
read,
picture, he's like shocking and looking backwards, And
Yeah.
after he shot the arrow, he's so shocked because he didn't know what it did, because he didn't see anything.
But it hit something because
It
they
hit
could
something.
hear that it hit something.
Yeah.
I don't know who's the one who sent this, but someone was like, I hope it was a human. Like, we know you shot something. Let's cross our
hope it's a
fingers.
human.
Yeah, it should be a human.
It's not though. It's food.
Oh, it was pike because there was like, buried pike. So typical pike though. You
Yeah, it
for
was
sure.
pork.
could say that.
Sadly, it wasn't a human. It was an animal.
Yeah, it was food for them.
Yeah. And they were all like shocked, like it's an impossible shot. Thick trees and a hill between him and the kill. I see it and I still can't believe it.
It's quite incredible though that it's just like you're hearing something, you just shoot the arrow, you don't even like
You know,
aim
time
for
to
something.
process that there's something there even.
No, and you shoot it like straight to the head, killing it instantly. Is yours. Or not the head, but like the throat. So it's like taking the main
It's a
blood
fatal
vein.
shot.
Yeah. Without even knowing there's an animal there.
Yeah. And they're all of them are like shocked. Like there's something, everything is bigger, everything seems different. The noises, the scent, everything is inside them is stronger. So something has changed in all of the elves.
Yeah, and even Pike says, come on, even I can feel it. What I can feel it, who's high on dreamberries all the time.
Yeah.
You guys should feel it too.
Yeah.
But
we've talked about this. What is his great power again?
dreamberries.
Yes.
Being the comedian of the Wolf Riders.
Yeah.
I was really like, is it the palace that's enhancing their powers, or is it this new land? Is just this new land much better for them? Because we've talked earlier about the land they were before kind of drained their powers, so they couldn't be like fully themselves or whatever.
Yeah. There was a
So
lot
it's
of
kinda
bad
confusing.
mojo there.
Yeah. So we're
Do
like,
you want the answer?
we're probably gonna get the answer. I don't know.
I know the answer.
I know you know the answer. Is there spoilers in the answer?
Not really.
Yeah, so is it the palace or
Yeah,
the land?
it's palace.
Okay.
Yeah. Because their palace is a magical thing and it holds all the souls of the past elves and all of their magic, and staying and being in the palace makes them closer to the high ones they would have been. So that also means like they get more or stronger magic.
Yeah.
And for Strongbow that entails being a good hunter. So he's a better hunter because he has more magic.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then suddenly a branch, like a huge branch or three, like breaks.
And it almost kills the two go backs.
Yeah, Kriman's got.
Yeah. But with the new magic powers, they jumps away, or Pike is like helping them or something.
No,
or
Pike gets like Scott pushes Pike in the river, but the branch almost like bounces off of something. Like there's almost like a shield around them here.
Oh, yeah. I see it here now.
Yeah. They're like, huh? Who shielded us? Ryek? But how could he? And they're all like shocked, like, what happened? And there's nothing really cute here.
With Pike, yeah, it's like, curse you two. I thought I almost lost my new family.
He's got a new family.
Yeah, but he's also cursing them, so.
But he's got a new family.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
He considered them as a part of the family.
Yeah, he does.
And we hear the sad story how Dushine's mom died.
Yeah, we do. And we can
Because,
see it kind of like from a tree stump's point of view.
yeah. And also, like, she died of a tree branch, but she was deaf, so
Yeah,
She couldn't hear.
it.
And
She had no idea it was falling.
they wondered if she could hear. Maybe she could have heard the cracking and
Well,
moved
if
away.
she could have heard, she probably would have been able to.
Yeah. Oh, and this Kramer Scott is like calling Pike, the chief of Dreamberries.
Yeah, it's Krim. Krim is a girl, Scott is a boy.
Okay.
So Zanti says that Scott and Krim, I just wished them safe. And they were.
So he created the shield.
Yeah, with a wish.
Magic.
That's
And-
pretty incredible, though.
That's pretty incredible because he is sun villager and magic is kind of
Scarce.
no, but like they don't really know about magic in
They do
Sort of.
know about it. They don't really have it.
yeah, they never seen it that much as the Wolf Riders.
No, it's Sava, Lita, and Ryek.
Yeah.
The others don't know how to send. They don't know how to do a lot of things that the Wolf Riders do.
Exactly.
And yet,
So
this sun villager is magic because he wished a shield and it appeared.
but he spent too much time in the palace
Yeah.
and now when they keep going
Mm-hmm.
they found a place where someone has been making a fire.
Yeah. And there's blood.
Yeah, and they're like, it smells like humans,
Mhm.
and they think it's humans,
Yeah.
but humans aren't the only one who can make fire.
No, elves can,
Yeah, so
but they don't tend to do that.
no,
Humans are the most likely person to do that.
okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can you be so sure? Okay, could smell a little bit like it, but you don't know if elves living in this land smells different than, you know,
Yeah, but it's
what
also
they
that
do.
the elves have always tried to stay hidden, and being in the forest and seeing the smoke will mean that somebody could find them.
True, but
That's
you don't
why the wolf
know
riders
what
eat
the
raw
way
meat.
of these elves are.
Now, if they've never seen a human or there's no humans around, of course they could be having fires.
Yeah.
Like the sun villagers, they don't eat raw meat because there's no humans around, so they don't have to be scared that somebody's gonna see their fire.
Exactly. And now it's Cutter's turn,
To
where
be
his
magical.
yeah, his powers are just like way beyond the normal.
Yeah. So this boar like charges at Cutter.
Yeah, and Cutter just do. And then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I didn't even think."
Like Cutter's always been very acrobatic.
Yeah, he's been a good hunter. He is
But-
a good hunter.
Yeah, but this is way over the line. Like he just twirls around these beasts and chops his head off
Yeah.
in one motion without thinking, just by doing.
Yeah, and Nightfall is like, I barely had time to nook my arrow. So
Yeah.
like she hadn't even been started thinking of what she had to do to kill this animal.
Yeah, and Cutter had already killed it.
Yeah.
So they're all pretty shocked, and they decide that we need to go back to the palace because we need to talk. We need to have a council meeting and figure this shit out
Yeah.
because it's pretty crazy.
Our powers, this is not normal.
No, and wolf riders don't really take powers lightly.
No. Like, they know it's something special.
Yeah,
They know, like, to be good hunters and everything, they have to practice. So
Yeah.
then just suddenly everything is better. It's
that's
strange.
that's not how they were used to do things.
Yeah.
They're not used to like relying on magic.
Not at all.
Most of like the magic that they have is seen as skill, as I'm a skillful hunter. Well, magic is helping me hunt, but not in the way that I'm using. Like they're not really aware that they're using magic when hunting because it's part of their instinct. Instead of like I'ma do this so that I can lift this animal up and kill it.
Like Rayak does.
Yeah. It's more of an instinct thing for them.
True. And now back in the palace,
Mm-hmm.
the trolls are snooping around and stealing.
Yeah, because the wolf rider have so much, so they can just take some.
And they live there now too, so it's theirs
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, of course. And Amber is like, shh, next chamber. Hear that? Because you're gonna hear the trolls roaming around.
And then Amber, Petalwing, and Choplicker is like running towards them, and she's like, Petalwing and Choplicker, get him!
Yeah, and they're like spitting rap stuff in their faces, and the trolls are so scared of the wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're beasts in their eyes.
Yeah, and I love what Trinket says. Nuh-uh, my papa's bigger and stronger than yours.
Nah, my father's smarter and faster than yours.
Well, my papa's bigger and stronger.
Yep.
Yeah, that's literally all he is. Bigger
And stronger.
and strong.
Well, Ember could have gone on with so much more with the cutter, but
She had a lot of points to take from, and she didn't even have to fight for it.
no.
No. But then Cutter comes in.
Yeah, and basically the trolls decide to leave, and Nose is like, this is gonna be my land now. I'm gonna be the king of this new land
Yeah, we're gonna
Because-
take care of it.
because I need to be king.
Yes, that's all that matters, being a king.
Yeah, and Trinket doesn't want to go.
No.
She's screaming all the way down the mountain.
No, she does not want to go with them. She wants to play with Amber.
Yeah,
But I get
And-
it. Amber is a child and Trinket is a child, and she wants to play with the child, not be with their parents and grandma.
yeah. Like even though they're two different species, they're playing together, having
A
fun
child
together.
is a child.
Yeah.
No matter of the species or race. Like, they're still children.
So true.
And I get it. Not want to hang out with your parents and grandma all day.
She know how boring that is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But Cutter gives Lita this like really, really close hug. And she's like, beloved, what is it? What happened? And he says that you have to tell us. We're never needed your wisdom more. And then they tell Lita everything about what happened in the forest.
but she kind of knew too. She's like, I felt it.
Yeah.
Like I feel the palace.
Pull or
Yeah.
powers.
And she mentions those born of recognition attracts interested spirits who make magic more potent, visions more clear.
Yeah. So because they're born of recognition, they're more prone to be good at magical things.
Yes. And then Nightfall says, or before, whatever, my child was made in the palace spirits surrounded with love. So
Mhm.
did Lita force recognition then?
yeah.
Like, she couldn't have felt that if it wasn't recognition.
She forced recognition.
I thought that wasn't possible. Like, recognition is nature deciding.
Yeah, and Lita is a healer. So she forced their minds together.
That's kind of fucked up.
And the spirits in the palace loved it.
That was kind of fucked up, though. Like, well, let's move on.
Yeah, but at the same time, the important thing is that Nightfall and Redlands does indeed love each other very, very much.
True, but do you need to have a recognized child? Can't you just have a love child, you know?
They haven't
cub is a
had
cub.
a live love child yet.
A cub is a cub, you know?
Yeah, it is, but like until right now, they still haven't had a love child, and I'm pretty sure they're fucked a lot.
Oh, so maybe they just couldn't conceive as well.
Yeah, maybe they were having trouble conceiving, so they wanted Lita to try to help them to force the recognition to happen, so that they could have a child. Because so far it hasn't happened.
True. And you know, previously,
Yeah.
we've seen elves and wolves kind of sending, but it
Mhm.
hasn't been like clear speech sending. It's more like they send the feeling danger is coming
But
in a way.
Timane is an elf.
Yeah, but she is in wolf shape.
Yeah.
So I was still super surprised that she could send to
Yeah, but
Skywise.
she is like in the mindset of the wolf, but she still does have her magic.
True.
So she just have to like decide that I want to use his magic. She doesn't do it a lot.
No, but she is becoming desperate.
Yeah. And she is saying that seek one voice among the many. And Skyvoice is so shocked.
Mm-hmm.
And they can hear a scream from within the palace. Or from the palace.
Yeah, Rayak let out the scream.
And it is going everywhere.
Yeah, the humans can hear it. Venoville can hear it.
The very naked Venoville in the middle of the sea can hear it.
When we saw these pictures, I was
Yeah.
like, told you so, it's Venoville. Like, it's going all the way back to her now. Like,
Yeah.
but no, this shows it's not the end of Venoville. She's coming back.
Oh, she's still alive.
Yeah, but since they're showing her now, it's not like when we left her on the island, we left her there to stay there forever.
Yeah, it's not like you're not gonna see her again.
Yeah,
but
since they choose to show her now, it's
she's
like
still a
she's
player in the
coming
game.
back.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna see more to this.
Yeah.
Bitch.
If we weren't gonna see her again, she probably wouldn't have been here.
No, I don't
No.
think so.
No, me
Wouldn't
neither.
make sense.
Nope.
But Skywise is pretty smart. Figure out what
He's very smart, actually.
Timane means and runs to tell Rayak.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like it's not one person asking for help. It's a lot of screams.
Mhm.
And they have to figure out who's within all the screams is the one who actually need the help.
Yeah. Who is the one we're looking for?
Yeah.
Or who one of the screamers is going to be the key to understand the scream.
Yeah, like why are everyone screaming and
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. And next thing we see is Aurora. And she's in the old Holt.
Yeah, crying because Skywise and basically everyone left her.
Yeah.
And she meet up with Kavi and the baby.
Yeah, she does. Kavi is looking very healthy.
Well, she's kind of mad though. She is on a mission to kill the father of the baby,
She
after all.
is very, very mad. She wants to skin him.
Mm-hmm.
Not just kill him. She literally wants to skin him.
It's really sad, this story of Aurora though. Like, she goes
Yeah.
away and tried to find the palace. The palace is gone, so she goes back to Blue Mountain, but the Blue Mountain is gone. She
Yeah.
can't find Skywise in the Holt either, so now she's all alone and she don't know what happened to anyone.
Yeah, she's kind of lost words and lost for like direction to go.
Yeah, no, there's no one left. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why should she keep on?
But Venkav spent quite a many nights with Rayek. So she knows that Rayek really likes the Sun Village and he would very much like to go back.
Yep. So the palace and everyone is probably there.
Yeah, that is the most likely place for everyone to be since the Wolfers are gone, the palace is gone. That's probably where. And I understand her, like, I would think the same as well. But Rayek comes running out of the palace because he figured it out.
Yeah, and it went so much faster than everyone would think.
Yeah.
They were like starting to be like, should we make a halt here? Like, this could take some time.
Yeah, we might need to settle down.
But not.
It was Timane.
Yeah.
Timane was crying out.
With the other high ones.
Yeah.
Right?
And Rayek says that you cried out of control of your own fate, was torn from you. I am sorry for you, for all of the first comers. The scream of the high ones, uttered in a time to come, yet it lives here, where it began, endlessly, like a pool of magic. This world will die before the cry does.
And this is when everything is starting to get a little mindfuck. Because they're starting to talk about time is a circle. We're soon gonna collide with the past. And yeah.
And you didn't understand it.
No, because like how not to say that this is how our world function, because no one really know how time function,
Mm-hmm.
but like we look at it as a linear function.
Yeah.
So whatever happened in 1910
Mhm.
happened over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And when it's gonna be 3000 something,
Mhm.
it's 3000 something. It's not that when we come to year 3000, it's gonna collide with 1900s, you know?
Yeah.
Because if that should happen,
Yeah.
we should have collided with some time already, you know? You should always then collide with something that happened before, you know? If the circle is based on 2000 years, we should start colliding with things happened 2000 years ago, you know? If you get that.
Yeah. But I also know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but that's something that probably gonna make more sense later on.
Yeah. What he says, what Reich says when drawing the circle is, time is like this, at least our little part of it. When the High Ones first appeared, they were exiled into the long ago. But we, their undying children, we slowly catch up. To what? To that far ahead time. To the moment of the High One's arrival.
Yeah, still kind of fucked up because then they're going back in time to
You
when
will
they
understand
arrived.
what he's saying in either Final Quest or
Yeah, and some
or
issues then.
yeah, like it's either in Final Quest or a Stargazer's Hunt. Either one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a long time. You need to remember this.
Yeah, or you can remind me.
Yeah.
But then
But something else first.
What?
Shh, Trinket ran away. Come to play with Ember Elf.
Oh yeah. I don't want to be with Daddy anymore. Don't tell anyone.
She hasn't been gone for long, but she already ran away.
Yeah.
To be with Ember.
But let's be honest, Pignos and his crew is not the best guards of anyone, so
No. So for them to not be able to pay attention to this little troll, like, sorry, I'm not surprised.
nope.
No.
But Rayak wants to mess with time because he wants to go back and save the High Ones so they
No.
never crash.
No. He doesn't.
Or he want to go forward in time to save them
Yes.
so they never crash.
That's
But-
what he want to do. He want to go forward in time to stop them from crashing in the
But
past.
it's like that's kind of the same thing. Don't mess with time because if they never crash, none of them will exist.
And that's what Cutter is trying to tell him.
Yeah.
You don't know what will happen. If the crash don't happen, then the Wolf Riders, the Sun Villagers, the Go-Backs, the Gliders will never be born.
No, and Rayak is like, yeah, if you were in the palace, you will survive. You don't know that.
You don't know that? A lot of
Because
like time traveling
basically-
shows show you that you meet up with you change the past and everyone is wiped out.
Yeah.
You can even like in some shows you meet yourself and you're as you're changing time, you yourself is disappearing because you changed part of time where you don't exist.
Exactly. So, doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
No. And Cutter is pretty mad about it. And he says that, curse you, I've never understood Winnewill or you. Timain's blood, Timorn's blood, what do you want? What's missing? And, yeah, what's missing? What is he looking for exactly?
I don't know what Rayak is looking for. He just want to be the hero. He just want to
Yeah.
be the most powerful. He wants to be the one who saves everyone, and everyone's gonna be grateful and in debt to him forever
Mhm.
because he saved everyone.
Yeah.
It's
And
just selfish.
He says something actually really disgusting. I pity you, Wolf Chief, that this is your be-all and end-all. I pity you that your body must age and decay.
Yeah.
Because he, Ryak, can't imagine living his whole life as the person he is today. So he needs to do something to be someone else. Well, Cutter is very content just being Cutter.
Yeah, but Rayak isn't content being Rayak, so
No, he's not content at all. He wants to be someone, something different.
yeah. And he basically put his insecurities on Cutter,
Yeah.
blaming Cutter in a way.
Yeah, saying that Cutter is the problem, that he wants to stay as he is and don't want to try to change everything and everyone to for himself to be someone different.
But Cutter isn't the problem.
No, Raik isn't willing to put in the work to be a better person.
Nope.
So he wants to change everything so that the person he is today will seem like a better person.
Exactly. And Rayak used magic against Cutter
Yeah.
because he gets so
And
fucking mad.
they're fighting pretty much. And they're saying like all this world's creatures walk the path, black hair. And we mortals who are not part of this world, what are we to do? And Sky was like, must we? Must we really age and die?
Renouville healed Vinkin, or like took away the wolf blood from
Yeah, he
Vinkin.
did.
So it's possible.
Yeah, but like just the fact that he as a wolf rider is thinking this is
But
pretty insane.
they never really thought about meaning of life and death and
No.
everything before, because
They just lived.
yeah, most wolf riders haven't died from old age. They died from stupidity or fighting
Accidents or yeah.
So they never thought about it as their moral. They thought about it as like, yeah, we fight and we die.
Yeah. So Cutter is like challenging Raik and says that it's crazy. Either you take everyone, every elf, every troll, every preserver, or we don't go. And Raik is like, that's impossible. Because he don't want to take the trolls. He don't want to take all of the elves.
No, but with Cutter, no elves must die, so...
No, he's not willingly leaving anyone behind. Well, maybe Will can be left behind.
Yeah, but like, who are they to choose who's living and dying? Like, they are not God, so it's not their job to decide who can go and who cannot.
Yeah, and I understand Cutter, like, he doesn't want to take the chance that leaving someone means that they will stop existing. Not dying, but stop existing.
Yeah, and if you continue to exist, you will remember the elves who's not existing, and you will think about it as you kill them.
Yeah, and Cutter is not... He don't want to take that choice. He don't want to choose who lives and dies. He wants everyone to go or no one to go. And that includes Raik. He needs to take everyone or no one.
Exactly.
Because it is ludicrous. And Raik is so mad that he attacks Cutter with magic.
Yeah.
Like the coward he is.
And it's not really all his magic. It's some borrowed magic too.
Yeah. And I honestly feel like it was better if he hit him.
Yeah.
Because Cutter could hit back.
Exactly.
Because Cutter could fight back. Cutter can fight back against the magic.
Yeah, but he don't have that kind of magic to fight back with.
So it's very like an unfair way of fighting.
Yeah. But I like that Rayak is like, let the High Ones choose between the beast life she lives now and the timely rescued which would preserve any need of such a shape change.
Well, T-Main has several times chosen the wolf form in front of her elf form.
Yeah. But that she goes and like both Rayak and Cutter shows. She's not choosing.
No. She's not taking a stance in this. She don't want anything with this decision.
Which I feel also then, she is like, well, this is your destiny. You're not supposed to change anything.
This is how life is. And like she has lived this really long life and she's felt a lot of pain. And I'm sure that she would want nothing more than to have all her friends back. But she's not taking the chance of losing anyone.
Yeah, and it's like Cutter says, what happened to the High Ones happened.
Yeah. We don't change the past.
No.
And Lira says like what she looks kind of scared and like, beloved, you really would kill Ryek if unless you can if, unless you can wind him away from this shame, it may come to that. So he is willing to kill Ryek to stop him from traveling.
Yeah. Because in his mind, it's better that this psycho guy is dying than
Yeah.
several tribes.
Yeah. And he's like going out to have some air and talk with the tribe and to breathe, and leaving Lira to try to convince Ryek to change his mind and get some wits.
Yep. And in the meantime, we get the story on how Kavi and the baby survived.
Yeah.
And actually, that was Equar's doing because
Yeah, it
he
was.
made
Little chamber
yeah.
underneath the floor of the cave.
Yeah, and when she came out, saw what Rhea had done, she was like, I'm gonna kill that douchebag.
Yeah, this is not okay. Let's go kill him.
Mm-hmm.
But they've come to Sorrow's End.
And they attack us food.
Yeah. Like food.
Mm-hmm. Which I felt a little sorry for the Sun Villager because
They were fighting pretty hard to get this food.
yeah, this was not a wild one. This was
No.
like one of their tamed one.
Yeah. Like, it's a shame, but Aurori and Kavi doesn't know that. There's a difference. They see an animal, let's eat it.
Yeah, and now Kavi is bullshitting Saba because
Oh, yeah.
she's like, oh, we have to find our love mates. We can't live without them, you know. Bullshit. You're here to kill him.
Yeah, you just want to know where he is so you can kill that bastard. Because she's so done with all of this. And, like, Kavi is pretty smart. She knows that she can't tell this mother of memory that she's there to kill Ryek. Because then no one will tell her where Ryek is.
Exactly.
So Saba shows them the little palace, and she also like says that she could feel where the real palace is and what the lands looks like and kind of how to get there.
Yeah, she could kind of feel the way they took to travel there or something.
Yeah, like it's over a big waist deep of water.
Yeah, and it's too far for
The
Little
carrion
Thrill
bird, yeah.
to get all of them over.
Yeah, Kavi isn't gonna let that stop them. She is getting to Ryek no matter what.
Yep.
Lira is trying to convince Ryek to change his mind, and his only answer is, you waste your breath, Lira. The rock-skulled barbarian dared challenge my mastery of the palace. He's not challenging your mastery, he's challenging your ideas of what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
He's not saying that I will control the palace and you are not the master of it. He's saying that this is wrong.
Basically saying this is wrong. He's saying all the other stuff too in Ryek's head because Ryek is so self-obsessed that he's
Ryek
just
is
like
reading into what Cutter is saying and kind of putting words in his mouth. Because Cutter never meant that Ryek is wrong in controlling the palace or he can't do this or that with the palace. He just means that this idea is ludicrous.
yeah. And Equar is also trying to talk him over not to do this. And he's like, yeah, everyone would stop existing and stuff. And he's saying, and the little baby brown skin who may not be, Equar knows.
Yeah. So Elita, Equar, Skyvoice, Ember, and Suntop, and Timane is there, trying to change this crazy Ryek's mind.
Yeah, but Equar knows about the baby. I thought Kavi told him the baby died.
He is thinking that there is a possibility that Kavi lied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's probably seen the baby since they were like he made the cave
Yeah.
that they were hiding in.
He was living there even when Ryek wasn't there. So he
True.
knows the baby actually was alive. You
Yeah,
know that
and
Ryek
he's seen
doesn't know that the baby was alive, and he saw the cave in, so he thinks that's now the baby may actually be dead now.
Yeah, but they haven't felt the spirit in the palace.
No.
And also he's seen the skin color though, so it's like it has to be Rayak's. There's no way this is a Go Back's kid.
So he's kind of telling Rayek that there is a child out there. At the same time, he's not telling him that there is a kid out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone noticed that their baby troll is missing.
Yeah, Trinket, I knew you're up there. Get away from those elves. Rotten bad influences. Just wait till I get you back in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. But there's someone sending underwater as well.
Yeah, I assume that's Vinville.
You assume right.
Because we saw her in the water earlier, you know.
Yeah. And Cutter is outside of the palace, like, talking with all the wolf riders. And he's pretty frustrated. Like, I don't know what to do. Krim is like, if you don't want the task, I'll do it. Gladly. You've given him every chance.
Given him too many chances.
Yeah, she's like, either you kill him, or I'll do it myself. Because I'm bored of this. I'm done with it.
But sadly, they're too slow killing him because Brayak just takes the matter in his own hands and do whatever the fuck he wants, even though no one is on his side.
Yeah, except from one person, because Winnemil was sending to Rayek.
Yeah.
What is there to know, my soul brother? An ill-convenienced child is no joy. I have been listening. Do not be swayed by the narrow-minded ones. So she is literally telling him,
Do it.
do it.
Just do it.
I dare you to do it.
I bet you can't do it.
Mm-hmm. And he's answering like, yes, I will do it. Because the Winnow tells me to.
Yep. So the palace fucking disappears. And
In front of Cutter's eyes.
yeah, so Lita and the cubs and Trinket is still in the palace. Skywise is in the palace.
And Timaine. So in a split second, Rayek has kidnapped Cutter's entire family.
Yeah. And
And
it ends there.
Yeah, the last picture we see is Cutter's face of terror looking at the place where the palace once stood. And you know what happened. You know exactly what Rayek did.
He took them to the moment where the High One's crashing, so they're never gonna crash. So now they're gonna stop existing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm never gonna see them again.
What am I
Because they're
going to
not on
do?
the same timeline.
No, there's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sometime else.
Someplace, sometime.
Who knows when
Yeah.
and how long.
You know.
I definitely know. I'm not telling you.
No.
Even though I know you're dying to know.
Yeah, but we have to wait until next episode to figure out what happened.
Yeah. So for the next episode, we are going to be reading the last part of Kings of the Broken Wheel. And we will split it into 2 episodes that will be airing with 1 week in between.
So until next time, go recognize a troll.